Alright, what's up guys? NinjaDeathStrike here, bringing you another series of Pokemon Showdown battles. Today we will be in UU, using my main team, my first team, and I have to say I really like both of my UU teams. I can't decide which one I like better. This one is just really good at keeping momentum. It's got a lot of offensive momentum, whereas the other one is a lot more... what's the word I'm looking for? I guess resilient. This one can fall pretty quick because it doesn't have a lot of recovery, but it's very good at keeping things in your favor. So anyhow, haven't shown it in a while, figured it was about time, and I thought you guys might not be up for another OU match, even though that's all I have backed up after this, so might be getting some OU for the next couple of uploads, but I'm going to be down here on the bottom, as you've probably noticed. My opponent's up here at the top. Looking at his team, it's an interesting mix. Some standard UU stuff, some less seen. You know, Nidoking is around quite a bit. He's a pretty big powerhouse in UU. Azumarill, pretty common as just a bulky, tanky damage dealer. Arcanine, he shows up sometimes, but he normally gets outshined by the likes of, well, Rotom and Chandelure and Victini, but he's definitely good. And then the other three guys you don't see as much. Weevil, even in UU, not the best. And then, what's your name? Gigalith. I don't even know. I know that these two were RU. I don't know if they still are, but usually Gigalith is a Stealth Rock Cutsap lead, and then Crocodile is Scarfed a lot of the time, so they shouldn't be too hard to handle. It's really the Nidoking I probably need to watch out for, and I guess the Arcanine are the two biggest threats, but I feel like I can handle this team pretty well. So let's go ahead and get into the match, see what's going to happen. I'm going to lead with Whiskers, predicting the Gigalith lead, which is exactly what happens. Go for the fake out first turn, break the Sturdy, and do not allow Cutsap to activate, and then just take him out with a high jump kick on turn 2. So that means no Stealth Rocks for him. That's great for me. Arcanine comes in. Just going to U-turn out, get a little bit of damage, and go into Big Fugly to absorb whatever he wants to throw at me. Thanks to Solid Rock, close combat is not even a 2-hit KO, so I can stay in, set up my Stealth Rocks, no problem, and then stay in again and just Earthquake him. And that is one dead Arcanine, so already got 2 threats down. Azumarill comes in, Big Fugly has done his job, he got Rocks up, he doesn't have a spinner, and he got a kill, so I'm fine with just letting him die to get a free switch. Gonna go into Pop-Tarts, the Choice Scarfed Rotom, predict the switch out here, hit Nidoking with an HP Grass. I stay in because I know he can't really hurt me. Most Nidokings don't run a move that even hits neutral on Rotom. So, indeed, he's forced to go for Thunderbolt, which does almost... That does a decent chunk, actually, but not enough to take me out. And then Azumarill comes in. He can't afford to not go for the water move, to not go for Aqua Jet, actually. So a free switch into Biff the Blastoise. I'm really miffed as to why he's not switching out here. I throw up a Toxic expecting the switch, but he's just staying in, which is fine with me. I'll go into Roly Poly the Shaman, and knowing that Aqua Jet's going to do nothing, I get a free sub. And at this point, it's basically game over. His last 2 guys are weak to Shaman, and Weevil is not going to be able to do any damage because I got the sub on the switch. Seed Flare is going to be more than enough to take out Weevil since its defenses are so low. Crocodile does get a Stone Edge in, showing me that he's Scarfed, but not enough to kill me. He can't really go for the Earthquake there because I resist. That leaves only Azumarill, who I outspeed and take out with another Seed Flare. So Seed Flare doesn't miss. If it had, it wouldn't have been a big deal. I had most of my team left, so that is going to be a pretty handy win. And going to be the end of our first match. So moving into the second one, I'm up top this time. Looking at my opponent's team, this one looks quite a bit more standard. Darmanitan you see quite a bit, Snorlax you see quite a bit, Mineshadow and Zapdos are both really popular. Sharpedo I see a fair amount of. He's not one of the top threats, but he does show up from time to time. Same with Azelf. They're kind of mid-level UU guys. Definitely not in the top 10, but something that you can expect to be forced to deal with here and there. So as far as his threats go, number 1 and 2 are definitely Zapdos and Mineshadow. Both of those guys are really fast, hit really hard, and that is something that my team can struggle with because it does the same thing. So it's basically going to be whoever has the attack initiative is going to get the biggest advantage, which means I need to keep the attack initiative. If I can do that, I should be able to just kind of hit him hard before he can hit me back. So that is going to be the plan. Let's see how it pans out here. He is going to lead with Azelf, not surprising at all. I thought he might want to get Stealth Rocks up here, so I just lead with the Choice Scarf Rotom. U-turn out, he sets up a light screen, which is perfect as I go into Crobat Man. Light screen instead of Reflect means I can take him out with a Brave Bird. Then Mineshadow shows me he's Scarfed, but fails to kill with a Stone Edge, which is awesome. Crobat Man is a true man, and he nets 2 kills, which is great. I do end up losing him, but I took out one of his biggest threats and made sure that he's not going to get up any more screens. So that is a success for Sharpedo to kill itself with its own Life Orb, and on turn 4 I've already killed half of his team. So I'm looking really good. Zapdos comes in. This is something that I was definitely worried about, and he's going to show me he's a Life Orb variant, which is fine. I'd actually prefer to fight the Life Orb variant than the Stolly one. My team does have a hard time breaking the Stolly version. I kind of mess around here a little more than I needed to, though. After he shows me Hidden Power Grass, I should have gone right into Pop-Tarts. Instead, I get Stealth Rocks up and take a really unnecessary hit with Big Fugly that I could have pretty much avoided altogether. However, it is going to work out as he brings in Snorlax. Return is going to fail to kill, even though I had next to nothing, and I am going to outspeed the Snorlax and get a big Earthquake off right before Big Fugly goes down. And now I'm looking pretty good. I did get the Stealth Rocks up, so that is going to be real nice for dealing with Darmanitan. And I have the game in hand here. If he was Scarfed, he would have had to lock himself into Flare Blitz probably, and then Blastoise would have killed him. And if he wasn't Scarfed, Whiskers kills him. So that is going to be the match. 2 really, really quick fights, especially for UU, where games can tend to drag on quite a bit. But these were both really offensive, fast matches, and hopefully you guys liked them. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Check out the links in the description. Leave me a comment about the battles. That would be fantastic. Love reading comments, and I will have more coming your way shortly. Thanks for watching, guys.